listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. On the last episode of 12 Gauge,
It's me. It's fucking Ben. What happened?
Maybe we get in there and interview her. If anything happens in there, at least we're here to get her the hell out.
Putting him on to the ways of applying dirt and grass to the clothing.
The door opens with the security change still on. You see, looking out, very old woman.
My partner and I had a few questions for you. Would you prefer if we went down to the station?
Well, I will not be coming to any station. I'm quite busy here. I'm watching a sermon where the little angels sing.
I need you to calm down.
One swift kick, and she goes limp. It's like this circular model theater. On the stage, ants, several insects as well. Their arms bending up and down as if they're performers on a play.
You ever seen the Gravitron?
Oh, cool. I got one.
There is a fly in here, and I will officially put the bounty on it. If someone kills this fly, I'll give you a program point.
All right.
Do not get out of your seat for it, please.
Oh. Swats the whole table to the side. Everything goes.
I'm just gonna tell you I killed it and then say another fly was here.
You have to. No, you have to.
I need its body.
Physical
in my
evidence.
hands.
Yeah.
There it is. He was right in the middle of the table.
He went up that way.
No, I literally still see him.
I'm misdirecting.
Hold on,
I want
wait.
the point.
There he goes. He's up there.
I'll get him. Ready? Ready?
He was raised by flies.
Guy's raised by flies.
He'll think I'm his friend.
Fuck.
Homie's just rubbing his hands, waiting for his fly to come back.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of program points,
I used a lot.
yeah, you guys did use a lot last session.
It was a
I got one in
spicy
the chamber.
session.
Joe, do you still only masturbate with gloves on?
Yeah, I want to keep everything in there.
I got
Felt or rubber?
No, rubber.
The rubber ones.
I thought
like the
nylon, black nylon, or the.
No, they're bright yellow and they come up to my elbows.
Oh,
you're-
the
and if-
dishwashing.
Yes.
if, you're,
dishes.
if you're not getting that, like, he struggled a lot with too much moisture. Like, he's so accustomed to the
needs-
friction
It
at
was,
this
and
point.
then especially at this point, I think that it's really important to kind of keep myself grounded, you know, for like electrical things.
Yeah.
So I don't want any kind of interference there, especially because I'll have my AirPods in, and then that's a whole other kind of electromagnetic
Especially
frequency
in the
that I
bath,
really don't
it gets
wanna-
nuts in the bath.
No, that's ridiculous. I would never do that in the bath.
Why the
Make a
fuck would he wear
mess.
gloves in the bath, Jody?
Sorry.
That's weird.
Out of turn.
Too far.
I didn't want to play today. I didn't feel like playing. We're not playing today.
Can we just go? Do you have Candyland? Can we just play Candyland?
I got Monopoly.
We should just have a session where we
Can
play
we go to
Catan
Walmart
for like
and-
3 hours.
Yeah, on mic.
Yeah.
Can we play
Act
hide
like
and
nothing
seek?
happened.
And then go to the game aisle.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
get.
good one.
Ooh, just hang out, play the Switch.
We're
I want to play Pokemon.
we're instead gonna listen to me rant for 3 hours
Tell me
about.
what you were thinking about in front of the fire last night.
Well, that's rule one, and
Two
is
nights ago.
if you interrupt, he has to start over.
Here's the question: when was the last time you watched the Dark Knight trilogy? This is a conversation I had with my dad maybe like 45 minutes ago.
God.
Any of them?
Through and through.
With it-
Like any of them.
Within the last year.
Right. I watched it like 2 or 3 months ago. I watched all
2
three
years
of them.
ago, I would say.
Every 4 years.
They're not that good.
What?
They're not that good.
What do you
Bold
mean?
statement.
They're not like that great. Like
Hold on.
The Dark
no,
Knight
hold
is-
on.
Let me put.
I'm gonna tell you what's happening
It's like
right
in the
now.
top 100
No,
movies
I'm
of
gonna
all
tell you
time.
what's
No,
fucking happening
no,
right now. I'm gonna state.
no,
I'm gonna state
no.
my case.
This
There's
dude.
the fly.
This
There's
dude.
the fly. There's the fly.
This dude saw Robert Pattinson on a bicycle
It was good.
and Nirvana playing,
It was better.
and now he's got a fucking boner.
Let me state my case. That movie has maybe 2 or 3 really, really well directed scenes in it. When Heath Ledger's got his head out of the window in the cop car, that whole scene's really cool. Everything in the hospital is really cool. It has one good acting performance across all 3 movies, and it comes from Heath Ledger. Christian Bale is playing Batman. There's not a lot of depth that you can do to that. I don't think that Christian Bale acted well in that. I think he acted like Batman, and that was fine. I don't think that Gary Oldman did much as Commissioner Gordon. I don't think that he was, whatever. Here's the thing. You have to understand the chokehold that fucking trilogy has over all movies and like everyone. We still talk about it like it's like this fucking opus. Like it's okay. It's good compared to other superhero movies. Sure. Compared to the Marvel stuff, like, it's good.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, when you ask me like why do I like the Dark Knight trilogy, and it's because
I didn't ask.
Well, I mean, like, if you were to ask, because if you were to be a normal person having a conversation with other people,
no, and I that's why I specifically said,
and it is Heath Ledger's Joker.
Rant.
It's Heath Ledger's Joker.
It is. That movie.
I don't think the pain was bad. I don't think I've ever watched a Batman movie on the front of, oh my god, the actor playing Batman is doing such a great job.
I guess, but that movie is held in such a high regard as if it's something other than a superhero movie.
Like I just love the DC villains. Honestly.
That's fine. That's like I'm not saying people aren't allowed to like it. I'm saying that it's held to a standard for like cinema that I don't think that it should be in that kind of level of conversation because it's a double whammy here where one you have a AAA, really really well groomed director in Chris Nolan, and then you have a really star-studded cast, and so that movie's supposed to be good. And then it's a superhero movie, so then it's held to different kind of standards. But people talk about it the way that they talk about, like, actually, like, high-level movies. Like, not that it's a low-level movie, but it's a superhero movie. And as a superhero movie, I think it's good. Mm-hmm. But as a movie, I think it's overrated.
I think.
Can I give a take on this?
I would love to hear your thoughts.
So I want to say if you're gonna
just make sure that you kind of stretch it out for 3 hours because that's
if you're comparing it to superhero movies, I think it's not the best of the best, but it is definitely upper echelon.
Oh, I think it's easily top 5, top 3 superhero movies.
What ones are
ever.
better?
I like the Robert Pattinson Batman, and I also like Captain America: Civil War.
Commissioner Gordon is outstanding in the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah,
I love that dude.
Who's the cop? What's the cop's name?
That's
in that
Commissioner
movie?
Gordon.
No. The young cop who becomes Robin in the Dark Knight.
Oh,
series.
you're talking
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, but
the
what's
most
his
attractive man on the planet, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh.
What's his name in the movie though? Is it
Robin?
No. Is his first name Robin?
Yeah,
His
but
first
that's
name's
only
Robin, but
revealed at like the very end. It was like, you should go by your first name, Robin.
Yes.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. I thought he did a pretty good job. I liked him as an actor in that movie. Like, he's not horrible. I think, and there's definitely quality movies who have that cast who've also dropped the ball worse than The Dark Knight has.
But like, see, this is what I'm saying. Where
The Ben Affleck Batman was the worst piece of shit.
Where
I've
we're
ever
like
seen.
having a conversation about it, and we're talking about the actors in the movie, and we're like, well, it wasn't that bad. Like, you don't have to justify an actor's performance in any movie that is like that upper level. Like, no one goes like, oh, The Godfather, like, Al Pacino wasn't that bad. Like, nobody says that. You know what I mean?
I like goofy ass 1970 Batman.
That's
Batman's a fucking weirdo.
You're talking about
he has a bunch of money and he puts on a fucking
Arnold?
suit and runs outside. He's obviously crazy.
Adam West?
No, that
Yeah,
was
that's
West. You're talking
90s,
about Adam
isn't it?
West.
Or West.
West
Fucking-
was 60s.
That's what I meant.
Can I give you
That
just a real quick
Batman
take?
is a fucking weirdo. He's supposed to be a goofball. He's not cool. He's weird.
Number one, I disagree. I think the Dark Knight trilogy, with the exception of Batman Begins, was very, very well done. But I think what makes that series stand out from the others is now I'm forgetting his name. Guy who plays Batman, Australian dude.
Christian Bale?
Thank you, Christian Bale. Christian Bale does the best job at both characters because if you look at the 1989 Batman,
Oh yeah, some of them do Bruce really good, and some of them do Batman.
he did Bruce
Yeah.
very
Yeah, I
well,
think-
but he did
yeah.
a terrible Batman because and if you look at the Robert Pattinson one, he's basically Batman the entire time. There is no difference. And you look at Christian Bale's character in those movies, he's billionaire playboy when he doesn't have the mask on, and when he has the mask on, he's an awesome, awesome Batman. And I think that makes that series stand out from the others.
Back to the crux of my argument. This is, at this point, a conversation under the lens, looking at it as a Batman movie, looking at it as a superhero movie. People regard it beyond that.
Yeah.
The large, wide perception of this movie is that it is an objectively good movie under the lens of cinema in general.
What is wrong with The Dark Knight? Because The Dark Knight's the only one that gets that credit.
See, it's just like
The Dark Knight Rises does
Lucius
not.
Fox is fucking Morgan
Morgan
The Dark
Freeman,
Knight
bro.
it's thematically and plot wise. I think there's a lot of
Yeah, there's a
amazing
tale
themes.
of love, heartbreak. There's a sense of humor in it. There's scary, but like
In The Dark
tangibly
Knight.
scary parts. There's
the
very,
scene
very
of the
well
ferry,
directed
the
scene.
ferry scene is so well done.
Yeah, everyone's stressed out on the boat, dude, and then he has to choose to save
And
prisoners.
yes, that's Heath
or,
Ledger. That's Heath Ledger definitely taking it up a notch because Heath Ledger's performance in
Bro,
that
and then they
is
blew up the
legendary.
Steelers.
Yeah, Bane does
That
blow
was
up
in
the
the Dark Knight
Steelers.
Rises.
That was fucking sick. Fuck the Steelers.
I mean, just again.
Wasn't that in?
No, that was
That's The Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises.
No, that's what I'm
Bane,
saying.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
right.
guy who was returning that ball was someone famous.
Oh, was it really?
He was
Le'Veon Bell.
No, he was a wide receiver for the Steelers at the time.
Oh, really?
I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Antonio Brown. It was like their big receiver before him.
So let me get your take on the Joker then. What do you think of that?
I think that that's just a separate thing, and I think that if you're to look at under the lens of a superhero movie, it blows every other superhero movie out of the water.
I'd agree.
I think that the Joker is just an objectively
Good movie.
movie.
The themes and even if the performances in that movie for some very
But you have to like that
low
movie.
That's not a
actors.
superhero movie.
It's not.
It's an
That's what I was gonna
it's
say.
an
Is that-
anti-hero
that's
movie.
Not really, it's not really a superhero genre movie.
And it also has nothing
Well, the same
to do
argument
with
can
Batman.
be said. The same argument can be said about the Batman, the
Dark Knight,
Batman.
yeah.
No, the Batman with Robert Pattinson. That's not a superhero movie
I've
either.
never seen that movie.
That's he's mostly
know,
playing up
yeah.
like the detective side of Batman,
which is sick, by the way.
very very cool.
I like the psychological aspect of
That's-
the Joker, but also in the Batman or the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises, there is a psychological aspect of him being in the dark. What the fuck is that place called? In the cave. I grew up in the dark.
That's the Dark Knight Rises.
Yes, but that psychological.
He's in the
He's
fucking
the prison?
gulag, bro.
He's in the prison?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a fucking
That aspect
gulag.
of the psychological aspect of that is very well done. in
Yeah, and
The
then
Dark
it
Knight
turns out
Rises.
to be Talia al Ghul,
Yeah.
who was like Bane's.
I feel like
Oh, and
the
fucking
Joker,
what's
the Joaquin
his face
Phoenix
was
Joker
Ra's al Ghul. Who the fuck is that
Liam
actor?
Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Was Ra's
That's
al
why the
Ghul.
Yeah,
casting
yeah.
is just like, bro,
Yeah.
you can't beat it. But
Well, and that
we
guy,
might come
that
to
guy who plays Scarecrow, isn't he the guy?
Cillian
from-
Murphy.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, so we might come 10 years after the Robert Pattinson Batman trilogy comes out, and we might say like, oh shit, this cast is better, like this movie. But
But
like
just like for me, yes, and even now,
right now where we are in time.
So
I
like look at
just
that, look at
can't.
that. So you have a star-studded cast like that. I don't think any of their performances are noteworthy other than Heath Ledger.
If you get me like 3/4 through your movie, and I'm like already liking this movie,
You're like,
and then
and
you whip
grapefruit.
out Liam Neeson,
It's the same thing.
my dick is like in full attention. Like I'm like, yes sir.
I mean,
Neeson on scene.
yeah. Oh, so that's the mindset of someone who is like that feels like I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna make this argument, but an argument can be made that that movie is very fan servicey. It's playing
Yeah.
to a lot of the fans,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh my god, that's Ra's al Ghul. Oh my god, that's Robin. You know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is
We didn't get
Robin.
Penguin and we didn't get.
But the peak of Marvel movies did the same thing. Like Captain America
And
was
I don't
incredible.
consider any of those
fan servicey.
cinematic high-level movies.
Well, Endgame was basically a love letter to anybody who followed the movies. The ending made no sense. There's so many plot holes in that whole thing, but you watch it and you're like, okay, it's resolved. And now no one gives a fuck about Marvel because you've seen it start and end.
But
and you're
that's
fine
kind
with
of
it.
that's kind of my point. Like that's comic book movies, and we talk about comic book movies. I love comic book movies. I don't hold them to the same bar that I have set for other movies, and I feel like a lot of people talk about the Dark Knight trilogy
Don't hit
in
that.
that upper echelon.
So why wouldn't people put the Joker in that same superhero-esque movie? Because I think that all that backstory
It's not
has
a
been
superhero-
fleshed
it's
out.
not
A
a
superhero
superhero
movie
movie
is about a superhero or even a supervillain. Like Deadpool is fucking not a superhero. He's whatever anti-hero or whatever, but it's still like a comic book hero.
I put the Joker in the same vein as like the Machinist, rather than like a fucking superhero. movie.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
It's like a psychological like case. to
Superhero
follow.
movie is about it's a lot of CG and big explosions and bad guy.
We're talking
fighting
about
good guy
the
and-
plot itself is what makes a superhero movie a superhero movie
I think
instead
so.
of the actual background.
the content of it.
So
Like
what's
if
up-
you had a complete deconstruction about Spider-Man, and it was like an analysis of Spider-Man's mental health for 2.5 hours. It's not a superhero movie.
Who do you think does the best Spider-Man? Who do you think does the best Peter Parker?
We're not- I don't want to jump onto that
It's
yet, but
Tom
I will
Holland,
talk.
and it's not even close. Tom Holland's been the best Spider-Man we've seen.
I think
just none
Andrew
of 'em-
Garfield does a really good
None of
Spider-Man.
them.
You're so wrong. He's the worst.
All right, here's the question. Have you read? Did you read Spider-Man comics growing up at all?
No, I didn't.
It's Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's the
Tom Holland
closest to
is
the-
he's goofy and witty and like awkward and embarrassing and like that's who Peter Parker like is. You know,
Yeah, Peter Parker's supposed to be a nerd.
yeah, like
like-
So
he's
who does
not,
the best Peter Parker then? Would you say?
Tom Holland. Both of
Holland's
them.
Yeah, like
Tom Holland plays the best, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
like Peter Parker's supposed to be just a fucking
Tom Holland is
someone you don't want to be.
Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
Really?
Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
And he plays into the inexperience and like he's kind of stumbling his way through heroism.
Well,
sorry. And that's how Spider-Man is in the comics. That's why he was so loved when they made those comics.
I
It was, like,
hated
more
the
relatable.
Andrew Garfield Peter Parker because it was just
I didn't like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, but
it's
I did
just
like
like-
Spider-Man.
cocky. He was
yeah,
too
like
cocky.
it's just like, bro, this isn't like Spider-Man becomes
I think-
Spider-Man because he was a fucking nerd.
I think
bro.
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield both hit on like different aspects of Spider-Man.
Tobey
and
Maguire
Peter
had a
Parker,
good Peter Parker, I thought.
but Tom Holland does both sides of it and kind of all the aspects of Peter Parker and Spider-Man's personality really, really well, in my opinion.
I like his chubby, racially ambiguous friend.
Yeah, me too. That guy invented sex too. Did you know that?
Did he?
Sex 2, the sequel, or Sex
no,
also?
no, Sex. The
Sex
sequel.
also.
No way.
Sex 2.
Wow,
Yep.
good for him.
Yeah.
Sex all.
Tom Holland.
No. The racially
chubby,
ambiguous
racially
chubby.
ambiguous friend.
The chubby.
I think
Why
I
does
read
Alf
that
make you
somewhere.
uncomfortable?
I could see that. What?
Why does Alf make you uncomfortable?
I used to have nightmares about him.
Talk about it.
Hey, where's the turbo
No.
dick?
I used to have nightmares about Alf.
Alf, like from Pikmin?
No, like Alf from Alf, the alien sitcom.
Alien.
Alf.
Alf
You know who
stands
Alf
for
is?
alien life form.
Dude, you ever watch the behind the scenes Alf? Picking shit out of his fur before every. Oh, it's terrible.
He was real.
He was mean to everybody.
He was awful. He was Ellen DeGeneres.
I'll take
before
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, they were picking stuff out of his
It's
fur.
like Chevy
It was brutal.
Chase.
Brutal.
I
I love Chevy
He a
Chase. I don't give a fuck.
Chevy
Is he a
Chase,
dick?
He is historically an
Oh
asshole.
yeah.
Oh no,
Dude, they
You didn't know
They had
that?
to stop
No.
Community. They had to get him off Community like twice.
He quit SNL after season 1. He was like one of the motivating factors to do it.
And he
He's like
said
one of the best parts
he-
of Community, but they just had to get rid
They
of him.
had his roast, his Comedy Central roast,
yeah.
and nobody who like spoke knew him because he didn't have any friends. And if you get a chance, listen to it. I don't know if it's anywhere, but they have the transcript of it at least.
I'll find it.
I think it's Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert has like a 5-minute monologue of just ripping him apart
For not having friends.
for like being a piece of shit and like mean to everyone and like all this shit. And like Chevy Chase was crying afterwards. It was a whole thing. Yeah, if you get a chance to see if you can find it, I think it's Stephen Colbert has the monologue.
That's usually me.
I have been reinvigorated. Now I want to play again. Thank you for helping me out of that slump. Can I please have a recap of the last session?
I'm thinking of Mrs. Griffin from The Family Guy.
Wow, love her videos.
Wow.
Wow.
She's got a lot of them.
Oh, Peter.
Prada.
Peter.
Peter reacts.
Holy freaking crap, Lois.
Man, Peter, you want to come outside?
Peter, the bugs are yellow. So, night has fallen in Tampa as Garfield and Gonzo find themselves in the closed and infested Bergamo, plotting arson. Above them, Gauze and Galleon, after breaking and entering the apartment believed to belong to a one Janice Brown, now find her unconscious at their hands. The furniture in this apartment has been pushed against the walls, leaving only a small model theater on the floor. On it, insects move, articulate, and perform, walking the stage, looking out to an invisible audience, gesturing and acting. On the wall, the familiar words spelled out by yellow ants. The mask of self-deception was no longer a mask for me, it was a part of me. For the altercation with the elderly woman, witnessing these actors, and seeing these words spelled out for you, both of you guys roll sanity, please.
There they are.
007, mama.
000.
Okay, both of you guys are going to lose 1 point of sanity. So what are you guys doing?
Where's my phone?
I distinctly remember one of the phones is on the floor. I think it was dropped.
My phone. I gave my phone to Galleon.
Galleon.
And I got
Because
my
it was
phone.
ringing and I just handed it to him. So I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may still be on the phone at this point.
Are we on the phone right now?
Yeah, you guys are on the phone together.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Everything all right up there?
Not really. You guys having any success down there? Did you find the gas lines?
We got the gas lines, but nothing's set up yet. There's some bugs that we found on out in the restaurant area or where everyone eats at. A couple bugs down here.
All right. Do your thing. I think we're under control up here. I'll call you if anything changes, but if you guys start moving, make sure you call me, all right?
All right, if you can't call, just start making loud noises and we'll be up.
Yeah, okay. I don't think you're going to hear me, but sure.
I start looking for the lights.
Yeah, there's multiple light switches here in the kitchen that you guys are in.
Yeah, turn them on.
Yeah, flick the lights on and the lights do come on.
And it's pretty hard to see like the light from the kitchen into the outside, right?
Yeah, so there's like a metal door that separates the kitchen from the dining area. There's also a back door here that you guys noticed when you were out by the dumpsters. Additionally, like we said last session, you guys kind of saw this exposed gas line that I mentioned where the drywall had kind of been peeled off and exposing this interconnection of separate pipes, and there's a valve system in there as well.
Is the back door locked? I believe it is, based on last we checked.
So actually now getting a look at it from the inside, you can see not only is it locked, but it looks like it's locked by one of those like sideways brace bars, as if like you can see this metal
with
bar
one of those
that's
like master lock down at the bottom.
Exactly.
Kind of okay. Okay. So we can't escape from here.
You can't
you can't open it easily.
Yeah.
Cool. Now the lights are on. Is there anything kind of popping out at me?
Roll search. I'm just gonna jump back upstairs to these guys.
I guess as they're on the phone, I'm checking for a pulse on Janice.
Roll first aid.
Is it 51 on an 80?
51.
47 on a 42.
47 on a 42 for search.
Yeah. Somebody throw me a pencil.
I will pick up with you. 51 on an 80?
Yeah.
For first aid. Unconscious. Light pulse. Trickle of blood running down the side of her face, coming out of her ear.
I look at Galleon. She's alive. I mean, what do we do with her?
Can I look around the apartment for tape? Like duct tape?
Yeah, you kind of start making your way through, and you're just like stepping over this theater, and the bugs are not moving off of the wall that you see them on.
I gave Galleon tape.
Yeah, I was about to say I have tape on me.
You got tape on you?
Yeah, I do.
From the door, the door scene.
Yeah, he gave me tape. Yeah, just now.
Yeah. Do you know that he's looking for tape though?
No.
So I'm just kind of looking around.
Yeah.
You said she's alive?
Yeah, from what I can tell, I mean,
I think we gotta
she has
like
pulse.
I think we gotta like bind her or something in case she wakes up while we're doing our thing. I think she might wake up a little violent.
Yeah, did she seem like really like weird strong?
I don't recall doing a check on if she seemed inhumanly strong, and I think I remember you saying she was fighting like an old lady. Like
In hindsight, especially now that the adrenaline is starting to kind of come down, she didn't seem particularly strong. No.
no, I'm not real skilled at hand-to-hand combat, unfortunately.
I mean, I have some duct tape that.
I mean, I'm not saying like hog tie her, but even if we just like tied up her wrists together or something just in case she does wake up, not even behind her back, let's just give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, I mean, she was running for something in the kitchen. I want to check in there.
All right.
I don't want to really have to keep an eye on her.
All right, I'm gonna try and find some tape.
I have some tape here. Like I said.
It's like duct tape.
Yeah, that's why I
All right.
usually keep the door open.
All right, can I have it?
Yeah, I hand it to him and.
All right. Is she on her stomach or her back?
She's on her back.
All right. Can I grab her hands and try and just duct tape maybe like 5 wraps
Yep.
on the wrist?
Easy enough to flip her over, put her hands behind her back, and duct tape it up like that.
I don't want to put the hands behind her back.
Okay, in front of her.
In front of her.
Okay,
Yeah.
easy then.
As he does that, I said, "There's some shit in the kitchen we could look at." She was going for the kitchen. There's like a key.
All right. Let's go take a look.
Yeah.
I follow him to the kitchen after I'm done that.
So
I go in and look in the sink.
yeah, so you go look in the sink, and in here, now that again, like I said, the adrenaline's kind of coming down, you guys get a really good look. Like I mentioned, all the furniture's been pushed off into the sides, like against the walls. There's also a door off to the left that's slightly ajar. What you also do notice at this point is above that door, you see an attic access. But you step into the kitchen where Gauze kind of swiped all this stuff over, and you can see a scattering of knives that are just kind of like spread out inside of the sink that fell out of this knife block here, and then a key that's in there. It's a small little typical of like a padlock or something like that, or maybe a front door or something like that.
Can I grab
Single key.
Can I grab the knife block and put it in a hard to reach location, maybe above a cabinet?
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Cool.
I'll grab the key.
Okay. Do you put the knives back in the knife block? Because the knife block
Yes.
is just empty. Okay. Yeah.
And then I want to put that, like,
Grab the
if
key.
there's like a space between the top of the cabinet and the ceiling, I want to try and put it as high as I can up there.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we're gonna jump back downstairs. Gonzo, you're taking a closer look around. You don't really see anything that kind of sticks out. Everything up here seems, typical of a typical, restaurant kitchen. The gas line, like I said, is most likely turned off. That exposed thing there. There is a drawer that you do find, and you open it up to see pens, Sharpies, different kind of composition, like writing utensils and for stuff to write on, as well as a key.
Key looked like it fits the master lock in the back. All right, I just grab the key and head towards the back door, try and open it up.
Yeah, and it looks like it unlocks.
Cool. Open up that back door and unlock, just to make sure that we have an easy way out.
Yep, and so you basically put the key in, unlock the padlock, take the padlock off, and then
Raise that
bar up
yeah.
and you're
unlock
able to.
the deadbolt, I imagine.
Yeah, well, there is no deadbolt.
Oh, there is no deadbolt
Yep.
on that door. Okay.
Yep. Garfield, are you doing anything during this time?
I'm going to check the gas line, see if it's working.
Yeah, so you just kind of step up to it, and basically, like I mentioned, it looks like it's kind of set into the wall. Drywall that covered it has kind of been sawn off and taken out. You don't see like that piece of drywall anywhere, but the exposed pipes now, you kind of turn it, and it seems like it's turns no problem. You don't hear anything immediately, or there's no indication. There's not like a big light that pops on that says on, but you imagine that this is either the gas line, a gas line, or something you're not sure of.
But I hear it. Do I hear the gas running?
You wouldn't
No.
hear it. We could try the burner.
Okay, so I guess I'll go over and try a burner.
Yeah, and you like pop the thing in, and the burner turns on.
Word. Go back over and turn it off real quick.
Yep, turn the gas line off.
Gas is working, so we can rig this place to go whenever.
Yeah, let's make sure everything's cool upstairs before we start doing anything. You said we're on a timer, so before we
Yeah, just let them know they gotta be wrapped up, and then
Yeah, I got us a way out on the back door if worst comes to worst.
they could be. I want them heading out before we even rig it. Honestly.
Yeah, do you want me to give them a call and see if anything's moving upstairs? All right, cool.
And just to kind of run this one more time, can you give me one more criminology roll?
54 on an 80.
54 on an 80. So, like I said last time, and basically like what you came in here under the impression of, fire needs an open and active gas line. And whether that's you have to cut into the gas line or you've removed the rubber tubing line that goes into the oven. So it needs that. It needs no ventilation. So all these doors got to be closed. You don't think it would be necessary to have to stuff towels, beneath the doors or anything like that. And then a light switch, like I said, with an exposed hot wire. Now, ideally, what you would want would be for gas to kind of build up and then be ignited with an exposed wire. That way it kind of, explodes kind of violently, because otherwise, you're running the risk of the gas just like slowly getting burnt off. Obviously, if you want to do it in the way that you guys kind of have this set out, where you have the exposed wire and the light switches on, and then you turn this gas on, and then you leave and get a safe distance away, you have the feeling you might need some sort of accelerant for that. Gas or something like that. Lighter fluid, maybe.
Leaving the stove on without it being lit wouldn't... It's too slow, I imagine.
No, that would work fine, but if there is an exposed wire, essentially...
We need the wire. We need the igniter.
The ignition happens when the light switch is flicked.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Never mind.
And also, I'm not talking to you.
Yes. Yes.
So it is a little bit more complicated.
I'm pondering.
You can ponder. We're going to jump back. Are you giving them a call, Gonzo?
Yeah. Before I do, is there any bugs that kind of look like they're acting abnormal in this kitchen? Like there's no food sources exposed. There's no.
You've seen less activity from the bugs, and walking around, there's still kind of bugs scattered around.
None of them yellow, or all of them?
No,
yellow?
none of them yellow in the kitchen.
Okay.
Back in the dining room, there is a lot of activity, especially with those bugs with the yellow thorax, like I mentioned. In here, it's a little bit more died down.
Okay. Is there a freezer also in
There
the
is.
kitchen?
There's a walk-in freezer, but it's been opened and emptied. There's nothing in there.
Okay. So no bugs coming out of there, I imagine.
No.
Is it turned on or is it off?
No, it's off.
Okay. Yeah, I'd give him a call.
All right. So I'd say at this point, after you guys check on
Yeah,
Janice and put those knives out of reach and tie her up, kind of back in line where you get this phone call from Gonzo. Who do you call?
Call Gauls.
Okay.
Bring, bring.
Do I have my phone?
Gauls' phone rings.
I gotta say.
Gauls picked up last time.
Hello.
Yo, we're getting wrapped up down here. Kind of, what's the ETA on everything up here? Anything?
We got like one more area to explore. I do think there's some stuff up here you might want to see, but if we got to get moving, I can always tell you what we find. But we're gonna need. What do you think, Oz? Like half hour, 45?
Yeah, there's a lot of shit here, man. They should get up here.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to take us 10, 15 minutes to rig up this place, but we got to...
All right. Yeah, why don't you guys come up here real quick?
I'm gonna stay down here and keep watch down here because we do have an exposed window.
All right. I'll
But
be
you
up.
go up.
I'll be up.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Meet us up here. You'll probably get a better idea of what we're dealing with, and then we'll go from there.
All right, it's a little ambiguous, but I'll see you soon.
So, Gonzo, you making your way upstairs?
Yeah.
Back into the main dining area, and you can see it's all covered with bugs, making your way through that shattered glass.
I'm dodging all of these bugs.
Yeah,
Let that be known.
They're not actively leaping at you or anything like that, but you make your way back out and go up the side. There's no activity outside. You don't see anything off, anything different.
I go out the back door, actually.
Oh, you go out the back door instead?
Yeah, because it's
it's
less
closer
people.
too. Yeah,
less people.
and there's less visibility. So yeah, you just crack open the back door. You see that dumpster off to the left. Make your way around the side and up the stairs. Galleon and Gauls, you guys hear footsteps coming up.
I think that attic's our key or what?
Check it out.
It's like above the entrance door?
Above the door that continues back further, there's an additional door here, like I mentioned. So it's set up in
Oh.
the ceiling, basically right in front of this archway that leads into a door that's cracked.
So we're in like a 1-bedroom apartment?
One bedroom, maybe?
Oh, well,
but
yeah.
there's a door that you...
It's not like a studio where it's not... There's like 2 rooms.
You don't know if there's another door beyond that door.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, just...
It's a door. It's like a door with a wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go and open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So kind of as you guys are making your way over, opening up that door, Gonzo, you walk in. You see exactly the scene that I described. Furniture moved, theater in the center. What do you do?
Jesus fucking Christ,
Oh, and-
what is going on in here?
Tied up unconscious lady laying off the side.
What the fuck happened up here, guys?
I was opening the door. I kind of stopped myself. I come out. I go, dude, that old lady had it coming.
Yeah, she came at us, right? I mean,
did she
First,
seem
dude-
fucking normal, or
Dude,
is
she wouldn't let us in. She was saying all this crazy stuff about how the angels are singing or some crazy stuff, but she just looked twisted. So I tried to. I got nervous and I tried to kick the door down and it didn't work. And then Gauze kicked the door down, and then when we did, she screamed something like, I'm not letting you take them," or something like that. She started running to the kitchen. There were knives everywhere. So I tackled her, and then Gauze kind of like knocked her out.
Are the bugs still dancing?
So you step up and kind of, you're probably getting closer as he's explaining this. You see this model theater in the center of the room, like I said, about the size of a shoebox, completely empty. No bugs on the wall, nothing like that.
They're still dancing though.
No, there's nothing there.
What the fuck is this?
There were. You're pointing to the. He's pointing to the shoebox.
the diorama.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Do I see the bugs?
You kind of walk over and take a look. No, they're gone.
Oh. So that had like bugs dancing in it.
What the fuck does that mean?
They're like
They were
doing.
they were doing like
dancing.
it was almost like a performance piece, and then there were like other bugs in the
Yeah,
audience
but where
watching.
are they?
I don't know.
Are there bugs around? There's bugs around, right? No, nothing on the walls or anything.
No.
Dude, I swear to God, there was like 1,000 bugs in here. This is fucking weird.
Yeah, they were right there on the.
And they were on the
kinda
wall.
like open. Is the shoebox like open on its side?
No,
Or is it like this,
I'm,
like a
I'm
closed
saying it's the
shoebox?
size of a shoebox.
Oh.
It is a diorama,
Oh, I'm sorry.
handmade, small model.
Like a nativity scene type, like
Exactly,
shelter.
Exactly. Well, it looks like a stage, like an opera stage. Say it's got a red curtain and everything.
Shoebox size,
Guys,
Can I open
but
the curtain?
actual
Guys, you
dioramas.
saw it. They were dancing.
Yeah, they were right in there.
They
I'm like digging through the fucking
No,
curtain.
no, it's just moving the curtains and
they were on the wall. It said what was in Thomas Myers.
Yeah, the mask
notebook.
thing. It said the mask thing on the wall.
Yeah, it said like the mask of self-deception was, and they were the bugs on the wall.
Are y'all all right?
They were just here.
Yeah.
They were just here a minute ago.
I'd kind of investigate where they're pointing at. Is there any holes kind of going up into the ceiling or anything towards like the ground?
No, but as you're kind of making that look around, you can see the attic access, like I mentioned, and then that door that's ajar off to the left.
I mean, if
There are a couple of vents in the ceiling as well,
nearby to that location,
directly above it actually.
guys. I mean, if what you're telling me is right,
It is. Yeah. I mean,
no,
we,
it's right.
we saw both saw the
you've
same
seen,
thing.
You've seen these bugs before, and you've seen them do this.
that's why I'm tempted to believe you right now.
You should.
If what
should,
if
but we have no
what you're
reason-
saying is right,
It is right.
we've got a problem up there.
Yeah, probably in the attic.
Yeah, I was about to open that door before you walked in. I understand it's a weird scene.
All right. I go in the bathroom. Is there any hairspray?
You don't even know if there's a bathroom.
I imagine there's a fucking bathroom. It's an apartment.
There's a single door there, of which Galleon was about to enter.
Oh, okay. The bathroom has been entered. Fuck.
Well, not just yet, but eventually that door does get opened by either you or Galleon or at some point, and it is a bathroom.
Y'all got a bathroom in here?
I gotta take a shit. Okay.
It is a bathroom.
You got a bathroom in this place?
Rather well kept. There is, much like Thomas Meyer had that sink that has cupboard access beneath it. Looking around, you see general feminine products. You do find hairspray, a little bit of like makeup, nothing too crazy, and a big box of adult diapers that's under the sink there. For the most part, this bathroom itself seems fairly well maintained. There are no bugs in here.
Vents in here though.
There are vents in the ceiling, yes.
Okay.
There's a single, looks like one of those bathroom vents that might have a fan built into it.
I'm gonna say something a little crazy here, guys. Let's start a little bonfire and smoke them out.
Aren't you guys?
That'll blow.
Aren't you guys
Let's
like blowing
smoke
up
'em
the
out.
bat downstairs right now? Do you like leaking gas or something?
Yeah, I mean, but if we need to get up there and see what's up there, we could destroy it. Yeah.
Why don't we see what's up there first?
Yeah, let's not blow this while we're in
I mean,
it.
how many times have you been leapt at?
Once.
I've been leapt at once too.
Yeah.
Were there bugs downstairs?
Oh yeah. But it seems like they've migrated upstairs.
We should go look up there then. I mean,
Yeah.
I grab the hairspray and I ask him for a lighter. Hand me a lighter, one of you guys.
no. The fuck
Let's
are you
just see
doing?
what's up there first, man. We don't need to get all crazy. We're gonna burn the thing down.
I go
anyway.
check the junk drawer, or I go check the chicken or the kitchen for
The chicken drawer?
the chicken drawer.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking a look through the kitchen.
Lighter.
Roll luck.
$17 on a 50.
17 on a 50. There's a purple barbecue lighter halfway filled with fluid.
Sweet. Grab it.
What's the plan here, dude? We don't even know what's up there. You're just gonna burn.
You ever
you're
burn
gonna-
burn an ant? Same premise.
No, I can't say I have. But
I'm
is there a broom?
Yeah, you can find a broom.
Is it one of those attics that pull down, or does it pop open?
It looks like there's a pull string that's
Oh.
kind of tucked down. But now that you're looking at it a little bit closer, you see that there's a padlock on there. Padlocked attic.
Is that key?
I look up at it. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
How high is it? Can I like reach it? Or
No.
Is it, like,
Grab me a. Do you have a kitchen chair?
Yeah, so you do see kind of set up off to the corner, folded, one of those extending step stools.
All right, so I grab that and I sit it underneath. And I go, there you go.
yeah, I'll get up there and
2 steps up,
Yeah.
bing bong, take the key out.
I light my barbecue lighter.
Okay. Click behind you as you do what exactly?
unlock the master lock. And there's a pull string,
It is a pull string.
so
yeah.
I can like pull it down, and then I'm not pulling it down yet. I'm getting off the stool first.
The pull string is kind of nestled in a way where you kind of have to like detach it from a
I
small
wanted to like
hook and then have
untangle it so it can dangle,
Easy, yeah.
and then get down off the stool, and then
Absolutely, yeah.
you guys ready? I mean, open this thing.
Yeah, y'all wanted to rush into this. Let's go.
All right, I'm good.
I'm not going up there. I just want to.
Yeah, unlock it.
All right, yeah. And pull it down.
Pull it down. Extending down is a folding staircase. Reaches all the way down to the floor. Stairs now leading up above. And you can see from this angle, it doesn't look like this attic. Attic is a very generous term. It's a crawl space for all intents and purposes, because you can see if you get up there, you'd have to crouch to even kind of walk around. What do you do?
Nothing comes out.
No.
I mean, that's our.
Is there a flashlight anywhere?
Not that you found, no.
Give me a minute. I want to see if she has a flashlight anywhere. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna check on her while I'm in the process.
Yeah, we're going to jump right back
I
down
do something
to...
downstairs.
Yeah, we'll jump back down to Garfield for a second. What are you doing down there?
I pull out the vial of blood of Mr. Clark, or I'm assuming somebody's guts.
Yeah, somebody's blood.
I am going to rip off a portion of the rags I'm wearing and coat it in blood.
Okay.
I am going to leave bits of that in the cut-up door in the entrance.
Okay, gotcha. Easy enough to kind of.
And then I'm
going to
use the rest of the blood and pour it in the kitchen floor.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw pots and pans everywhere.
Okay.
Not touching them, just like fucking shirting them everywhere.
Yep.
With the Sebastian Clark dirty rag.
As you guys pull this latch down and the stairs extend and you guys are standing there, you guys hear a clattering commotion coming down from downstairs.
What the fuck was that?
Is it? He's still down there? Should we?
Is she all right?
Another bang. Another crash.
I'm gonna.
Does he have his phone on him?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him and start walking, like jogging down there.
You see just like a fucking Tiny Tim's playing like living in the sunlight, and I'm like fucking throwing pans everywhere.
Having a wonderful time.
You hear me? I yell out at.
Your phone does ring.
I yell down to Gauls. Use the back.
Hello.
What the fuck's going on down there? You okay?
I'm doing what I do best.
Okay, you don't need help then, because it sounds like you're getting fucking murdered.
Nah, I'm making it a mess. It's all good.
I'm gonna leave the work to the experts. You do your thing.
Thank you, sir.
Then he's in his fucking element right now.
I'll walk
He's
back in
throwing
the
his
apartment.
AirPods and he's like, "All right, it's go time."
So basically trashing this kitchen, throwing shit all over the place,
And then I'm
sprinkling this
and then
blood
I'm just
around.
setting up like a fucking pot of water on the burner.
Okay.
Does Vinny get a boost to his sanity for this, for having like an absolute
I just get a joy
whale of
boost.
Just having a
time?
good time. It's like one of those fucking freak out rooms.
So what are you guys doing back upstairs?
I'm walking back in. That was just Garf. He was just, I don't know. He's doing something down there. I trust him.
Okay. Like I said, I'm looking for a flashlight. I'm just checking on her.
Yeah, so you take a look at her. Are you doing an in-depth analysis, or are you just kind of like looking at her to make sure she's breathing?
I'm making sure she's not, one, waking up, and two, still in the same state that she was when we...
Roll first aid.
This will go well. 42 on a 10.
She's breathing.
It's for the ad.
She has a lot of blood coming out of her ear and kind of nestling down the nook of her chin and going into every single crease and wrinkle.
Nah, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Going into the kitchen, pulling across some drawers. Eventually, yeah, you do find a smaller flashlight. Bright yellow.
Oh, I had
Plastic.
one.
You did. You
I'm an
wanna-
idiot.
You wanna flip it?
Anyway, I'll use this one. Fuck her.
Sure.
It's our double.
Grab it. I'm gonna go back to where he is at the attic, or the crawl space rather, and I just want to flick it on and shine it up there, see if I can see anything from the ground.
Okay, so from the ground, you kind of shine it on and look up. Is anyone else looking with him?
From
Yeah,
the ground.
I have
from the
from
ground.
the ground
ground?
with my lighter lit.
Okay, everybody roll alertness.
Ooh, that's not good.
A 2 on a 60.
2 on a 60.
34 on a 20.
34 on a 20.
39 on a 41.
39 on a 41.
That's a fail for me.
Gonzo and Galleon. You guys, well, first I'll say all three of you, as you're taking the time to just try and get a good look at this, you are hit with a wave of this smell. This typical smell, you have smelled it for the last couple of days. Lang 33. Sickly, sweet, aromatic, fruity, flowery. It is emanating from this attic, for sure. Additionally, Galleon, Gonzo, you guys hear something up there. It's a strange sound. It is quiet. Sounds like skittering.
Like a heavy skittering or like a light?
Nails on a wooden plank.
Oh.
Tapping rhythmically. Undulating.
Guys,
Pulsating.
what the fuck is that?
Throbbing.
What? I'm going towards the ladder and.
Whoa,
Going to look up.
relax. There's something up there.
Yeah, obviously. You smell that?
If they point it out, like, do I hear anything at all?
If
or-
everyone's quiet, everyone holds their breath, you can hear it for seconds. It is layered in it, and now that you're taking more time to try and listen to it, there's a bassy sound that seems to consist of the undertones of this sound, but on top of that is rhythmic, intermittent, sounds that sound like that, tapping on wood.
So it is rhythmic. Like there is a
There's not a
sequence-
pattern.
Oh,
There's
no
not a pattern.
to it.
Yeah, but it's...
I go check her fridge.
But on the back end of that sound is this throbbing sound. This
Yo.
undulating kind of sound.
Here, take your phone back. I don't know why I still have it.
All right, yeah.
Just maybe get up there and hold it up. Do like if you could take a video or something, I'll shine the light. See what you can see up there with the phone.
I'm looking for
I don't-
any alcohol in the room or in the apartment. Is there like a liquor
Rubbing
cabinet?
alcohol or liquor?
Liquor.
No.
I run next door. Is there any liquor in the next door?
Next door in Thomas Meyer's
In
apartment?
Thomas Meyer's apartment.
That door is locked, I believe.
Fuck.
But you wouldn't have gotten there in time, so I'll just say that you are making your way out the
Yeah,
door.
to Thomas Meyer's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go up there. I fucking hear that now.
I'll do it. Shine the light.
I don't think we should. Can we like tape the phone to something? We can like tape the phone with something, dude. We can like stick it up there like a fucking periscope.
All right. Let's get.
Found like a,
Is there a broom?
like a curtain or something like that, like a curtain rod.
Yeah, there's a broom.
All right. Grab the broom.
All right.
Grab the tape.
Yeah, and we'll fashion a periscope out of it.
Gotcha. Easy enough to
And-
tape the phone to the end of the broom.
Great job.
Gonzo leaves, goes across the door, jiggles the doorknob, and it's locked.
Boys, you think we can make a Molotov real quick?
Oh, stop with the fucking fire!
fire.
Hey.
We're gonna do that later. We gotta see what's up there, man. We gotta.
I'm just saying. You ever tried shooting a gun at a bug?
No.
It ain't gonna work very
I haven't.
well.
I have
I don't
not
think we
done
need
that.
to. We need to know what's up there before we torch this place. Before we torch this place.
All right.
All right.
We got it fashioned to the stick.
All right, yeah.
Here, you take that. I'll
All right.
shine the flashlight. Just make sure you hit record on the phone before you put it up there.
Yeah, I tried to hit record and I I show him to make sure, and
It's decline call.
Thank you for calling
IRS
Movie
again.
Phone.
And I
Garfield
stick it
gets
up
a
there.
call downstairs.
Stick it up there. Kind of
hit like a little 360.
do a little 360. How long are you recording for?
Let's go for like. There's no directional noise, right? It's just coming from up there.
It seems like, especially now that you guys are taking a long time to kind of sit here, it's coming up the stairs and to the right.
All right, so I will probably aim in that direction for like 5 seconds straight, and then do like a 6-second circle around.
Okay.
The panorama.
It's like 15 seconds total, probably something like that.
Easy enough.
Bring it
And
back
bring it
down.
down,
Bring it back down.
and then stop recording and
Stop the
look
recording.
Look at the
Is
video.
there anything on the broomstick as
No.
he brings it down?
No.
Okay.
Got the phone in your hand and going into media, videos. You get there and you hit play. What you see is a video as it slowly crests up over the threshold leading up into this crawl space above. The light that shines up kind of casts this really creepy diffraction of light, because now this light is bouncing off of the walls up there because it's angled up and bouncing off of what you see, which is unmistakable. It's a nest. This colony, it's almost the entirety of the area that you can see so far. And I'm going to give you a longer description, even though your video was so short, but of what you see. Directly off to the right, this massive colony. It's huge. But what's weird is it looks like it's made of compacted dust and compacted sand, like how a colony underground would look with the different alleys and the different crossroads and the different rooms. But this is fucking weird. It looks like a sandcastle. There's spires and outcroppings, and you can see galleries. Roll sanity for me.
Yeah.
Not just for that, but for something I'm going to explain next.
Oh, okay.
I can just imagine like a princess, like an ant in like a princess garb, and you just got like a long fucking pointy hat with the.
Pass 46 on 62.
46 on a 62. You are still going to lose 1 point of sanity as you realize that there's audio coming from your phone.
Oh God.
Faint, but it's this orchestral music. This. There's also light coming out of this colony. This, like I said, it looks like a sandcastle. Pinpoints, little tiny minuscule dots that are shooting light out, and you don't see them from where you are. You don't see them crossing over, because basically it would come straight out and go over this opening here. It's huge. I would probably put it at about the size of a car, this colony.
Jesus. How much of the crawl space does it take up then? If it's...
Almost the entirety of it.
Is it an angled roof or is this like a flat roof?
It's an angled roof.
So they're against like the angled
Either edge.
portion,
Correct.
yeah, and then coming up against the.
Then you twist the phone over towards the back, and it looks like it's just a wall right there.
Okay. So it's that.
Maybe like 2 feet and then a wall, I would
So
say.
that corner that's like just filled with that nest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
then
don't
you
see
turn
any.
it around. There's nothing.
No,
The other 3 corners.
no boxes or anything.
Okay.
It's an angled roof.
No
So-
boxes. No nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say?
There's a nest up there. It's the size of like a fucking Ford Fiesta.
Like a bug nest?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah. I'll pass him the phone and
I'll look over his shoulders.
Much as I described, it looks like a. Have you guys ever been to the beach?
Never, never in my.
I know
life.
what you're talking about.
Have you ever picked up wet sand and kind of
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
it to make those?
It's termite hill almost.
But this looks
Massive. Yeah.
well made,
Mm.
intentional. You see a gate on the front of it. You see these.
The insects are
spires
using
on
Masonic skills unlike you've
side.
seen before.
Yo, and there's crenellations on it. It is very discomforting that it's a transection of what looks very, very natural and animalistic, also kind of
humanoid. Yeah, or yeah.
At ends with what looks very intentional.
When we're panning, is there bugs kind of on the pan that isn't in that direction?
You don't see any bugs.
No, they're all kind of
You don't see any
in
bugs.
the colony.
You don't see any bugs.
You think this old lady built that for them?
I mean, look at the way it's made. There's no way that lady is getting up there and doing something so intricate.
Wait, there was no
from
bugs
the
in the video?
No bugs in
It's
the video.
just the nest.
Just the nest.
Well,
And like I said, these streaks of light that are coming from somewhere
Dude, they're
inside.
living
I'm not
in
here,
that.
but can I ask a question?
I would say no. Just because I don't want you to get their gears turning on something that they might have not thought about.
We could jam
Sorry.
a hole in it like we did across the hall and see if anything falls out, but that's...
I actually kind of like your hairspray idea now.
Yeah. What if we?
What if we lit that thing up?
This whole place isn't going to go up if we just kind of. Right? It's not going to like.
Do we give him a hey, let's get her out, let him know downstairs, hey, you're on a clock now, and get this thing set up quickly? And then we light it up and then let the fire do its thing?
Would we have to consider her a loose end?
I mean, you think she...
She's seen the bugs.
I mean, maybe we can. I mean,
I didn't see her.
I mean, crazy old lady talking about talking bugs. I mean, I don't know if I'd necessarily even call that a loose end, but I have to ask.
I don't know where, like, you guys are. I leave that on your discretion.
we can't let her just go out. Maybe we can get her into some. I don't know.
I have to drop her
You're
off
right,
at a
though.
home.
She is a
Yeah,
loose end,
home,
but
maybe.
are they going to believe some crazy fucking old lady? How old she look? 80, 90, 75?
90.
No, the old bat, like 2 feet
Gray
dangling.
hair, very thin hair, curly.
Look at this lady. I mean, what? Are they going to believe some fucking 90-year-old lady?
No, you're right. There's no way. I
Yeah,
think we get her out of here and try and clean the tape residue off her hand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Hey.
I'm not gonna hurt her any more than.
It's
I
not like
already
we're not
did.
the FBI. We're doing our job here. It's best we could do in the situation we were given.
Right. I mean,
Let's get her the fuck out of here. Light the place up. If there's any questions, the questions be
Yeah, there's
answered
no
on the
way
back end.
anybody would believe her about dancing bugs and 4 FBI agents coming and, ruining her colony of bugs.
right. Yeah.
And we don't exist. We're not even real FBI
I don't even
agents.
remember your name.
No, neither do I. I forget like every.
Exactly.
Every about hour and a half, I always forget.
Exactly.
So.
Let's get her out. Let's give him a call. Let him know you're on a time limit, or he's on a time limit now, and then
We gotta see if any of that stuff's up there, though.
We have to. I mean,
Unless you guys
is it?
drove.
Did we see any of the liquid that we saw? Any of the droplets? Anything like that?
It's a weird question. What, like a puddle of it up there?
No. In the vials. In the vials.
Are
when
we
had
bringing
the
back
vials.
anything
No.
that could be tested? Is what I'm saying. Like, do we have any of that?
We
stuff?
have no liquid whatsoever.
Traces of it that may be in the vial.
Like almost like a dried up residue.
But
nothing.
I almost think we need to see to it that we bring something back to the big guys,
Yeah,
so
that-
that they can run tests.
we
on
have
this
to,
stuff.
right?
That stuff has to go.
Roll bureaucracy or computer science, all of you.
Fuck. This is where that 3 comes in, baby. Here we go.
26 on 50 bureaucracy.
29 on a 40 bureaucracy.
Go
Oh.
computer science. 3 on a 36 on a 3 for computer science.
36 on 30.
I'm sorry.
You know that just having the login information for Thomas Meyer, any information you were unable to extrapolate off of that, off of your own investigation, would probably be useful for the program. They may be able to do something with it, get information that you can't. If what you're looking for is something to give to the program, that's definitely something.
Well, and
You understand that too.
well, and the recipe for it would probably be in there.
Yeah, we found that down in Folio. So
So why don't we stop asking questions? Let's seal this thing up and let's blow this thing.
yeah, I mean, what could be in there besides the liquid? Think about it. I mean, what else could possibly be in there?
Let's get the old lady. Let's burn this thing down.
Let's go.
All right. What do you think burning the liquid's gonna do? Is that gonna spread it?
There's alcohol in it. It's gonna burn off.
Does anything like that track with my background, like,
You've
Do I
never,
know if, like-
you've never seen this stuff. You've never
No.
seen an actual sample of this stuff, so it would be impossible for you to make assumptions of its chemical makeup like that. The only thing that would kind of lead you there, I'm not going to have you roll for it, would be the fact that you understand, based off of the analysis of Thomas Meyer's information there, that everything there was artificial scents,
right.
which are comprised of alcohol. Maybe.
Okay.
If you ask me a specific question, I might be able to have
Right,
you roll
'cause
and answer
there
it.
weren't pheromones in it. It was imitating pheromones, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, it was just artificial
Oh.
scents.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we burn it.
All right, shut that thing.
Yeah, I shut it, and I'm not going to relock it.
Okay.
Right?
Help me with the old lady.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to get her to the car somehow, right? I mean,
All right.
I kind of grab the broomstick and just kind of start setting it up towards the wall.
Gons,
closest
call
to that.
call Garf. Let him know we're ready to go.
Yeah, call Garf.
Garfield, what have you been doing like in this in between time?
It's like Charlie dancing in
I
front
was
of the
gonna say- I was gonna say after setting up the pots and stuff, like I was gonna start like exposing the wire and whatnot and setting up the whole.
All right, so
Would you-
how are you going to do this?
I mean, you told me how to like set it up. I just
The
like,
execution is a different thing.
there was the light switch. Is there a light switch near the like pipeline or whatever?
No, the light switch is in the kitchen. There's one near the door that leads into here from the dining area, and then there's one right next to the back door.
Like, where's the closest exposable wire near the pan I have set up on the burner? I would say that's my first.
Yeah, I mean that would probably be above in like the hood.
So I would go up in
You would
there.
have to dismantle it
Yeah.
and take out the
I'll
wires.
go up in there, use my small tools, like pry it open or whatever.
Okay.
It don't have
Yep.
to be pretty. It's
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
You know.
In your investigation of this, do you know if natural gas is lighter or heavier than air?
Good question. Continue.
I'm fucking exposing the wire out, and like everything's off. Like
Yeah.
I have the line off and
Yeah, yeah.
everything, obviously. So that's exposed now, and then
So now, in order for that to act as the ignition, you would have to.
I'm assuming there's a ventilation hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is where you're getting that wire from. But that ventilation hood has a switch that you have to flip. That's on top of the ventilation hood.
Yeah. So I assume like what I'm gonna do is like I have this wire exposed, could turn the ventilation hood on, which is gonna suck the flame up, and then just leave it lit and fucking get out.
Explain
With the-
explain
like-
this to me.
And let the gas line run. I'm gonna expose the rubber on the gas line too. I don't know if I'm understanding it correctly. That's why this is so hard to do.
This is what needs to happen in order for this to work the way that you are expecting and wanting it to work.
Yeah.
You need to obviously have the gas on.
Mm-hmm.
The gas needs to fill up this room, and then an ignition needs to be hit. Now that's from an exposed wire, but that initial ignition is when the switch is flipped. Then it explodes. Because the electricity will make a spark that ignites the gas that explodes the kitchen. If you just have that wire exposed, there's no spark.
So if
Having
I have to hit a
electricity.
switch, how am I? I'm confused at how it's rigging it.
Quick question, because he would have knowledge of this anyway. Would he also have the knowledge that there's another way to go about this? Like, you could also just light a cigarette and throw it in the window and it would go off. Like,
He knows all of that. I'm just saying in terms of ignition, if you wanted to make it look like an accident, because that's what I believe the basis of this was, that's how you make it look like an accident. Through the use of an electric switch, an electric current, and this gas, that's how you can do it. Like I said, if you use accelerants, it's easy as cake. But the way that you want to do it in this kitchen, like I said, to make it look like an accident, like we were talking about last session, that's how you would have to do it. To make it look like someone walked in, didn't know the gas was running, flipped the switch, and that switch just happened to have an exposed wire, made a spark, and blew up.
But I'd have to be in the room to flip the fucking switch.
Exactly.
So we can't do that.
Creativity is creativity.
string.
Oh, a real long coat hanger.
I mean, I planted the forensic evidence in the idea that I don't really have to make this look like an accident in that way. My idea was that a homeless person broke in, was trying to cook, and burnt the fucking place down. I'm setting up. I made the mess. I have the shit on the burner. I'm gonna go into the bathroom, gather up all the toilet paper and everything, and put it in the pan.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna set up multiple, all like that, on the burner. Every burner's occupied.
Okay.
I'm fucking...
Yeah. And it's easy enough to find a little storage closet that has a lot of different paper materials.
Yeah, like I'm just
folds
getting...
and
I'm
paper
getting
towels and
everything. I'm fucking laying it all up. What are the drapes made out of?
stuff. Silk.
Banging. Awesome. I know that those are flammable. I don't really have to do much there.
We'll jump back upstairs for a second.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Help me with the old lady.
And I want to check her vitals again.
Carrying over your first aid check, she's fucked up. She's very fucked up. Her pulse is very light. She is taking a breath maybe every 15, 20 seconds.
Later than before?
Yes.
She's bad, man. Here, put her down. I'm gonna give her CPR. I don't.
She's breathing. She's
But
just...
not a lot. Oh, she's breathing?
Your medical opinion is that she needs medical care.
Is she done?
Do we have a first aid kit?
I don't believe so, no.
Do you have any first aid supplies on you?
Gauls always has his bag. I know that.
I have it in. I
You
don't
have-
remember his cards, but it's in one of the cars.
You have an EpiPen in your bag?
EpiPen? She's not allergic, but
It'll wake her.
epinephrine.
It'll wake her up.
Do we want her woken up
I
right
was gonna
now?
say, do we want her woken up
We
right
want
now?
her alive.
That's just gonna kickstart her heart. It's not gonna.
Do we just leave her here at this point? Like, fuck it. You were already implying
We
that.
can't kill her.
I was no. God, no.
You were implying that. Come on.
I was not. I said she's considered a loose end. I just wanted to have a conversation.
implying.
It was the implication. Nobody's in any danger. It's the implication of danger.
No, we
You want to
gotta get her out of here. Can we just dump her at a hospital or something? No.
firehouse?
I mean, what do her injuries look like? I mean, would a hospital believe that she slipped and fell? I mean, I feel like I wouldn't know that, but
All you see is just a trickle of blood coming out of her ear.
no, like, immediate damage, kind of bruising or anything.
I mean, now you're seeing bruises starting to form on the side of her head. But
Does she have a gas stove?
she does.
I call down to Garv real quick. Can I ring his phone?
Garfield, as you are making your beautiful display on these stoves, your phone rings.
Hello?
Hey Garf, I'm gonna catch you up real quick. Janice Brown, the neighbor.
Yeah.
Crazy. Probably off the same stuff that Thomas was. She's incapacitated.
Incapacitated?
Yeah.
By what means?
She boot to the head.
Whose?
Someone's. But we
Nice.
we can't leave her. She knows about the bugs. She knows about everything. Could we maybe start the fire up here?
I think
Like
we're
she
doing
was
it. I think
cooking
we should
something?
do it on both ends.
Both ends.
And then you guys, yeah. All I want you to do, go in the back of the oven. There should be a line of gas. Expose the rubber knob. Let the room start filling. Leave her in there.
We can't
get out.
We
What?
can't leave her
No,
in,
we
man. We can't kill her. She's in rough shape, but we can.
Do you remember the mission?
Yeah, I fucking remember, dude. It's the whole reason I'm here, but
The
we
dichotomy
can't
of
kill her.
How old is she?
She's probably fucking like 85, 90.
She lived long enough. Remember the mission.
Jesus Christ.
Go to the back of the oven. Expose it. Leave it on. You'll hear it hissing. And get out.
I'm gonna fucking kill her.
I hear that and I go, sounds like he's implying the same thing.
If one of you already put a boot to her head, we probably gotta kill her anyway.
I mean, she's an old lady. Like, no one's gonna fucking listen to her if we just drop her off at the hospital or something. Just like
Whoever
I don't know.
put a boot to her didn't feel that way at the time.
But she was fucking going for something in the kitchen. I mean, what could I fucking do?
So she's obviously nuts and a loose end, crazy, and who the fuck knows? Haunted, possessed, fucking... Leave her there.
We think we get the rest of the shit upstairs. if we get rid of that, I mean, what use is she, like, you know
This
what I mean?
whole building and everything in it, besides us, needs to go away. Now.
Fuck.
You gonna help me carry her? I can't hear your call.
No. He's saying we should fucking kill her. I looked at both of them while I'm still on the phone.
Throw it on speaker.
Yeah, I will, and I say, he's. Here, you fucking
Garf,
tell
Garf,
him. I'm
what are you
not
saying? What are you
this
saying?
shit.
What do we do?
Go to the back of the oven. Expose the gas line.
Okay.
Let the room fill up. And leave us sleeping. And get
Garf,
out.
no, we can't kill her.
Hey, all I'm saying is you already implied that.
What? Where is this implication coming from? I did not imply this.
Guys, we are in too deep.
I'm with Garf on this. Let her go.
I don't want her to burn alive.
I mean, she could look like... We can make it look like she even started the fire. An old lady accidentally starts a fire in an apartment.
Well,
nothing out of the ordinary there.
Yeah, I mean, we could have it set up down here, and by the time it spreads, but...
Sounds
guys,
like
what are we talking about? We're talking about killing an old lady.
No, we're talking about an accidental fire.
You're gonna be able to sleep at night?
I'm already having a hard time sleeping.
We killed the poop lady, no problem.
She wasn't a lady.
That wasn't a person. This is. I mean, she's...
Are you sure? You kicked her in the head.
I had to.
You must have felt some type of
I
way.
fucking had to. She was fucking clawing at Galleon. I mean, what the fuck was I supposed to do?
So she's a loose end.
So we should treat her the same way we treated the poop lady. Unfortunately, something got to her before we did, and that makes her dangerous. We're not dealing with everyday stuff, guys. These bugs are dancing. There's something we don't know about at play here. And
sold.
our job is to get rid of it. She's part of it. We get rid of it. If we take her out of here, what do we do with her? How do we get away with it? And how does the organization feel about that?
Yeah,
Is it worth our lives?
Look, something got to her before us.
Yeah, she's not gonna have a good rest of her life if she's like this, I guess. I mean,
This is, unfortunately, the best end for her.
yeah, fuck it. Put her down.
If
Put her
you
down on
want-
the ground.
If you don't feel,
talking about
if you really,
euthanizing an old lady.
if you don't want to burn her,
Nah, fuck it.
she's got a Monday through Sunday box around there somewhere. Feed her a bunch and leave.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, she already has the head trauma. Let's just make it look like she hit her head on the
way out.
on,
All right.
on the
All right.
hit her head. She hit her head on the
All right,
kitchen counter
help
while
me
she was
drag
cooking
her.
something.
Help me drag her into the kitchen.
All right, fuck it. Yeah.
Moving Janice Brown.
Get the tape off. Give me a knife. You give me scissors, something.
Grab a knife out of the knife block.
The
you put it
tape
on
will
top
just
of the
burn.
cupboard.
Leave it.
No, fuck. No, I cut the tape off.
Cut the tape off of her wrists.
I hang up the phone.
Hang up the phone.
So Garfield doesn't.
Yeah, I let it fucking just running on like a couch or something.
When I hang up on my side, like I was in the middle of doing like hey, I'll just like resumes playing after I hang up.
Take a program point.
Thanks.
Can I open up the oven after we get her into the kitchen?
Yeah. So you get her in the kitchen. You cut the bindings off of her wrist and open up the oven,
I start pulling the oven out.
taking the oven out of the space
Yeah,
that it's been pushed
the
into.
rubber's on the back.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's not like an in-wall unit. It's like a
No,
okay,
it's pressed in between two edges of the counter. Pulling it out, and you can see all the wires and pipes and hoses connected into the back.
Yeah, just grab that rubber gasket, pop a couple holes in there, and let
Easy
it go.
enough.
Slide it back also after I pop it in.
Gotcha.
Is there a pot anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah, you can find a pot.
Fill it up with water. Put it on the stove.
Okay.
Turn the knobs.
Turn all four or just one?
All four.
Okay. all
We
four
gotta
knobs
go.
on.
We gotta go quick. Let's get Garf quick.
Yeah,
we got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I go in the cupboard and look for like some tea or something.
Yeah, easy enough.
I just throw it on
Chamomile.
I just throw it on the counter next to the stove.
Okay. So, with the three of you staging an accidental fire upstairs and Garfield staging an intentional fire downstairs, G-Cell finds themselves on the precipice. The cost slowly coming into view of what you've been asked to do. And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
How much? How much?
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.